Welcome to the Personal Innovation Podcast, brought to you by PersonalInnovationHub.com. This podcast is all about igniting dreams, passions, careers, and social impact. The objective is for us all to master our inner gifts, create our own future, and live our lives as a love story while leaving a dent on the universe. And now, here's your host, Eric Seyram.
Yes, my name is Eric Seyram, your personal innovation evangelist. In this episode of your motivational personal innovation podcast, I bring to you an interesting chat between me and Afi Antonio. Wow, Afi, you're welcome. Are you prepared to help my listeners to dream no matter how small, become more passionate about their dreams, and create their own careers and leave a dent on the universe?
Yes.
Wow, great. So we are pumped and ready. First of all, do you want to innovate or stagnate?
Definitely innovate.
All right, Afi, can you please tell us a bit more about yourself?
Okay. As you know, I'm Afi Antonio. My full name is Philomena Esinam Afi Antonio. From the Volta region. My dad is an old soldier. My mom a trader. I have two brothers, two sisters, but one passed last year, so it's left with me and her, Delali. And I'm a model, I'm a TV show presenter, producer, and I have a project, Solar for Girls, that I'm embarking on.
Wow, that's very, very interesting. Tell us, since childhood, what have you always dreamt or fantasized becoming?
Childhood, you know, when you are little, you have so many things you aspire to be when you are a kid. I love to see women in uniform, like a soldier, someone who is in the immigration. When I see them, I love it. So once a while, like once in my time, I would have loved to be a soldier. I tried once, but it didn't work out.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so today, tell us, what puts you on fire today? What's your passion today?
Passion. My passion is to see people happy, is to help people. When I see people fulfilled in what I do, what I give them, it makes me happy, and I'm fulfilled doing that. That's my passion. That drives me. I always want to see people smile, people happy. So whatever I have to do to make people happy, I try my best to do.
Afi, I surely do love your passion. Tell me, entrepreneurship or employment? Which of these two will you choose any day, and why?
I prefer being an entrepreneur because you control the affairs. Being employed, you are controlled by someone. You have a time to go to work, you have a target to meet, and you can be lazy when you are done with your target. But when it's your own thing, you keep pushing and getting more. You know, when you are doing something for yourself, it's different doing it for someone. You don't always do it like it's yours. So I'll always choose entrepreneurship over.
Wow, entrepreneurship for real. What would you say is your career today? Do you think it is a dream job or a bridge job? What I mean by a bridge job is a job that is something to catapult your springboard to something bigger you're looking at. So what will you say is your career today? Do you think it's a dream job or a bridge job?
Maybe I'll go for the two.
Tell us about that.
I started off as a model, and before I wanted to be in the army, and something happened and I had to go and correct my teeth, and because of that has pushed me to where I am now. Without doing that, I'm not sure I'll be on TV and everything like I am now. So I would say it's my dream job, and at the same time, what's the word?
It's a bridge job.
Yes. So it's kind of fused together. I can't choose one and leave the other.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
We surely understand. What would you say is your career and personal goal? What is your goal? What is your career goal? What's your personal goal?
My personal goal is to see my company, that's Sparkles Agency, go a bit further than it is right now. That's for my TV show and my media kind of thing that I do. But the other thing is my passion is for Solar for Girls. So yes, that's it.
All right. So how did you discover your career path that you're chatting today? And tell us about how the journey started and why you do what you do today.
Okay, how it started. I would say it's a long story. Before getting into the limelight, I was just like any other ordinary person. I wanted to be a model. I discovered I couldn't be a runway model because I didn't have the legs for modeling. I have what is called knock knees, a little bit of a knock knee. So I sat down and I was like, what else can I do and still be a model? I realized I had nice skin and I take good pictures. So I decided to be a photo model. And Step of Solid Multimedia helped me. He introduced me to one modeling agency and I was trained and I was on the runway for some time. Like when he happens to have any event that needed models, he always included me, although I'm not that typical type of a runway model. So that also brought me to the limelight. He will give me opportunities to present his program, that's Fashion GH. That also helped me with my TV career. So I decided to bring up my own TV program. I had some few people helping me. He also helped me. Step helped me. Bulldog helped me. I had a lot of people supporting me. So, yeah, it's a long story, and I'm not sure you have the time for me to say everything. So that's the little I can say. And then my passion, what I really love doing is the Solar for Girls. It's 1 year and some few months. In September, we'll be going to the Eastern region to donate lamps for the underprivileged, people who do not have electricity in their villages to learn at all. Yeah.
Wow. Everybody who has helped Afi so far, I say thank you for helping her through her journey. You see, we believe that all humans are unique. What would you say is that particular skill or ability or talent or personality trait that makes you stand out from anyone else who does exactly what you do today?
Okay, I would say my unique trait will be I never give up. I never give up, no matter how difficult it is. I never give up. I keep pushing. I call people. I chase people. Even though I know you don't want to help me, I'll keep pushing until you help me no matter what, even if you don't want to. Concerning my TV program, it has been off TV since December, and I'm still fighting to have a TV, to have it on. Thankfully, I have GH1. They've given me my day, Saturday 2:30. The only thing remaining now is to find sponsors to be able to pay part, and then it starts airing. I never give up. I never give up.
Wow, never ever give up. Push on. Yeah. And she's a pusher and she's pushing on. And I want you out there to get on with her and sponsor her show. How is what you do today different from what all other people do? What do you think is a key reason why people would want to work with you? Tell us about your unique selling persona, that unique thing that will attract people. That's attraction for people to come and say, yes, she's the one I want to work with.
Well, that unique thing will be I'm very friendly. I'm easygoing. I make friends every day. Every day I make friends every day, and I'm not, some people say I'm difficult, but I think I'm rather principled. They confuse principled with difficult, because when you say we should do this at a time, I'm believing that we do it at that time. If it's not possible, you let me know it's not possible. You don't wait for me to, I'm principled, so they mistake that to be being difficult. And most people would like to work with me because I'm easygoing, I'm friendly, but most people think because I know big people, I know a lot of big people, they think when they associate themselves with me, they will also have access to that people. But my advice is knowing big people doesn't solve your problems. I know big people, but I'm still searching for sponsors. You go to them, they give you stories. Oh yeah, I'll help you, and that will be the end. So you don't depend on people that this person is big, and so if he's my friend, I'm going to have everything easy and everything will be. No, it doesn't work that way at all.
You don't depend on people. You have the power in you. Just push. You see, Afi, personal innovation is defined as the ability to see new opportunities where others don't, create new positions or jobs that never existed, while undergoing continuous learning and adapting to economic change. How important and relevant do you think the concept of personal innovation is today?
How important is personal innovation? It's okay. I think no one knows you better than any other person, and whatever you have in mind doing, you can be the better person to bring it out exactly the way you want it. So I think if you yourself develop whatever it's in you, whatever talent you have in you, if you develop it yourself, I think you get further than depending or hoping that someone will help you with it. So I think it's important that you are able to develop yourself personally than looking elsewhere, like depending on people.
Wow, you have that thing inside of you and you just have to develop it. And that is the reason why personal innovation is important today. Who is that one individual, an icon, a celebrity, a mentor, a coach that you look up to in everything you do? And why that person?
Funny enough, I don't have a mentor. I don't really look up to anyone because I think everyone is different. Everyone possesses his or her own quality. And the closest person I might say will be Jeremy Van Gashen. She's been through a lot. I've worked with her before, and now she's like a motivational speaker, and she's more into the things of God right now. So I would say a little bit of her because I really admire her. Aside that, I mentor myself. Yeah, I mentor myself.
My people, you could mentor yourself.
Yeah.
Do you think that you are a brand today? Do you believe you can become a brand that will drive emotions, loyalty, credibility, and return on investment and be remembered even when you are no more?
I wouldn't say I'm a brand now, although some people think I am. I don't think I've gotten there yet. I'm still work in progress. I'm still working towards it. So maybe someday I would be a brand.
All right, so tell me, what steps have you taken in the past and what plans do you have to make you to become a brand, to become that brand that drives emotions, drives followership? What steps are you taking today? What steps have you taken yesterday to make this happen?
Well, the steps I've already taken is I have my social media platforms. I try to keep in touch with people. I try to help people no matter how little my help is. And I try to listen to people. People send me messages on my Facebook and they tell me their challenges. Some would say, help me be a model. I advise them. I tell them modeling in Ghana doesn't pay. So if you are thinking of doing it for mainstream, you are not going to make money. So maybe have something doing and do it aside. Unless you are that extraordinary and you are able to get jobs like TV commercials, billboards. Those are the very paying jobs for models. So yeah, that's what I've done before. And the steps I'm taking now, I'm still building on what I'm already doing. So hopefully it will try and push me, catapult me up there.
Wow, interesting. Your network is your net worth. We need to always think about who we know and who knows us to help advance our dreams. How do you go about networking with people necessary to achieve your dreams?
Like I said before, knowing influential people it doesn't really push you up there. Once in a while, maybe financially they will support you with something small, but when you really need connections. Like, let's say for instance, I know Mr. Mwabing, he's my friend, and I'm searching for sponsors. So I'm hoping that, because he's big and he knows a lot of people, he should be able to connect me to some people that I can see with my proposal to help me with sponsorship. But it's not like that. You go to him and maybe he will give you some advices. He will tell you maybe you should do this or do that. But what you are really expecting from him, but like what you really want from him, that's not what he's giving you. So you have to try and push yourself. Let's say this Tuesday, I went to the airport road searching for companies. I just enter people's company. When I see the company and I think they have money, I just enter and I ask, who is the manager here? I want to talk to him about my TV program, if they want to advertise on it or sponsor. I did that. I didn't get any company on the airport road. I went to Spinks Road. I walked and walked. I think I went to one car company, and that paid off a little because the lady there gave me their financial controller's number, and I have an appointment with the man tomorrow. So I'm hoping something good comes out from. So if you know people, it adds nothing. It's just that people will say like, this girl knows this, but it's really not a big deal. It's really not a big deal.
It's really not a big deal. I believe that strong personal brands impact society positively. That is why they are remembered even when they are no more. Tell us about what you do today, or you're planning to do to impact the world and leave a dent on the universe.
I'm very much hoping and praying that Solar for Girls will really travel far and will touch the lives of a lot of people, that will bring my name and my team members to the limelight. Because so far, so good. We've done 3 donations. In September will be the 4th one, and we are still on it. We are not giving up, although we've not had any sponsors. We just go around asking people for help. People give us 5 CDs, 10 CDs, and we ourselves contribute and add up to whatever we get to buy the lamps.
Wow. We all have to become innovators of our own careers and lives. Companies have always needed to innovate in order to stay relevant and competitive in their marketplace. But now, so do we as individuals. What do you do to make sure you stay educated, knowledgeable, and up to date as far as your area of expertise or your industry is concerned? Afi?
What do? In terms of what I do, I think I'm mostly on the internet. I'm mostly reading on the internet, Facebook, Google. When I need ideas or anything pertaining what I'm doing at the moment, I Google and I try to find out the information, the little information I get about it. So I'll say that's what I do for now.
So it's all about the internet university. Mm-hmm. The skills of yesterday might not be as important in 5 years, and the technology we use today may be obsolete next year. You see, open your tools box for us right now, for my listeners. What tools, what books, what specific internet resource do you like and use in your personal and professional life, and that you would like to recommend to my listeners?
I'm not good with reading books. I used to, but right now I'm very lazy with that. I don't remember the last time I read a book, which is very bad, I know. I'm always Facebooking. You always find me Facebooking. If not Facebooking, I'm on LinkedIn. If not LinkedIn, I'm on Instagram, Twitter. I love social media. So that's what I use. Yeah.
Great. I believe that strong brands are those who are able to communicate their vision, their mission, and values to stakeholders in a way that resonates with their target audience. And that is why they fall in love with them. Now tell us, how are you sharing your personality, your values, and what have you created with your target audience and with the world? You mentioned already that you use Facebook, but how do you use it? That's what we want to know at this point.
How I use it, I try to share my stories on my timeline, and I do get a lot of comments. People ask me questions that I make sure I answer everyone. I don't leave anyone out. So that's how I've been using my Facebook. I even try sharing friends' stories on my Facebook.
All right. At this point, we have the Personal Innovation Challenge. Something that next time I'll have you on this podcast and we say, after this podcast, I achieved this. Now, you choose from one of them. We call it the Passion Project. You either are going to write a book in the next 4, 3, 5 years. You are either going to become a public speaker. You are either going to start a blog if you don't already have a blog. You are either going to start a podcast or YouTube channel. You are either going to start a foundation. You've started a foundation already. But I want us to have a personal innovation challenge. Something that you challenge yourself and say, wow, this thing, I want to do it by the next 1, 2, 3 years.
Wow. I don't know which one to choose. Writing a book, that's
deep.
That's someone has told me to write a book before, but I don't see myself doing that anytime soon.
All right, so what do you see yourself doing? What challenge do you want to give yourself right now that will hold you accountable for? That one day I'll call and my listeners will inbox you on Twitter, on Facebook, and ask you, you told us you're going to do this and you're not doing it.
Oh my God.
When is it going to come? So tell us that challenge, that thing you want to do.
YouTube channel.
Great. So she says she's going to open a YouTube channel. She already has a media thing going on, and it's just easy to do that with a YouTube channel and get great following. So yes, that's her challenge. And this one, I want you to do it before the end of year.
No problem.
Sure. So tell us, summarize for us and give us what you want to tell us about your project. Okay. That's the Solar for Girls. And let's give a piece of advice to my audience and let's end it.
Okay. So Solar for Girls is an initiative where we contribute money, we go around, solicit for funds, and put everything together, buy lamps, and go to villages that do not have electricity and give it out to students in JSS 3, that's junior high school, those in their final year, so that they'll be able to learn extra hours in the evening, so they'll be able to pass their exams. We've done 3 so far. This September will be our 4th one in the Eastern region. I tell you, these kids, I don't know, I think they need a lot more of education, because most of them would not come to school because they prefer farming, and their parents do not see the essence of the kids coming to school. And most of the schools that we went to, they can't recite the national anthem. They can't recite the Lord's Prayer, which I think is very sad. They are final year students. They are going to write exams, the same exams as the kids here in Accra are writing. So can you really imagine what they are going to write? I don't know what they will write. So they really need help. And the last time we visited the first place we went, some of the parents took the lamps and they are using it themselves instead of students using it. They are kids. They don't see the value of it. Seriously, they use it in their hearts with the lamp. Can you imagine cooking with the lamp whilst the kid is supposed to be using it to learn? So both parents and kids need a lot of education. I don't know if people will love to come on board. As we are sharing the lamps, they will be educating the kids and the parents. I don't know how it's going to be. Most of them too, the structures that they are living under, it's very, I don't know how to explain. You have to be there to understand what I'm trying to say, because I can't really explain it for you to understand. So yeah, that's Solar for Girls, and I'm hoping people will come on board so that it will be, we are trying to even do it in such a way that we'll get money to sustain the project, because we can't be going out and be asking people for money all the time. How long would I come to you and ask for money to buy the same thing all the time? So we are thinking of ways that will bring money to the project so that we can use that money to buy the lamps instead of going to people to ask. Maybe find someone to train, drop out the girls to learn how to build the lamps themselves, and then we'll sell. I don't know, but we are thinking of ways of doing that. So yeah, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Afi Antonio. You can ask me all the questions that you want. And we are on Facebook as Solar People for Solar for Girls. You can find us on Facebook, Solar People.
Wow, that has been great. I've been sitting here with Afi Antonio and she's just dropped a lot of bombs. And please go out there and support her dream. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having him. Thank you for having me. Honored to be on your podcast. Right.
Wow, interesting. This has been your Personal Innovation Podcast with me, Eric Seyram.
Remember to subscribe because there's more to come. Follow Eric on Twitter at Sir Eric Seyram A and on Facebook, facebook.com/Personal Innovation Hub. Remember to rate and review the show. Share this with friends who need to hear.